The Prison Peer Mediation Program is a program that was started by the Dayton Mediation Center and the Dayton Correctional Institute. The Dayton Mediation Center went in and trained 30 inmates on how to peer mediate within the prison. And those trained women help mediate conflicts that arise between the other inmates within the prison.
Prior to the program, I would have my unit staff, my sergeants, case manager, and unit manager do mediations between inmates, either cellmates or conflicts inside the housing unit. They would sit down and do mediations with them, try to find out the problems before anybody was moved or before anybody got in any trouble.
And there's a power that comes from being able to have your peers help you out, as opposed to someone who is either removed from the situation or has power over you. And so peer mediation really kind of levels the field that way, and that's really the power of this design.
I felt like it would give a lot of long-time offenders, lifers, an opportunity to participate in something for them to do. Also help cut down on a lot of minor conflicts inside the housing units that staff wouldn't have to deal with.
Can we drop it? I already said once it wasn't about the money.
With our training, it's a 24-hour basic mediation training in the transformative model. And so we split it up over 3 or 4 days and train the women on how to peer mediate. And then we also go in monthly to talk with the women kind of about how the process is going, how things are going within the community, and then giving them more skills on how to mediate. And so we've kind of debriefed some of the mediations that they've done, and then we'll do role play and practice and help them build the skills that they need to continue to mediate.
Oh, there's definitely a lack of communication. But you going about something?
So when they come in and they know that we explain to them exactly what mediation is, then they feel comfortable knowing that they're not going to be judged, it's going to be confidential, and they're here to, one is here to speak and one is to listen, and vice versa. And it just might be something as simple as don't make up the bed, or they maybe don't bathe as regularly like one may expect or clean. Sometimes it can be as simple as that.
I'm really upset that you couldn't pay me again this week.
I think because of the environment we're in, where so many people have been stripped of the ability to make decisions for themselves about so many things, even our schedules are sometimes made for us. It's really wonderful to see somebody who can actually make decisions for themselves in an issue of conflict, and they're able to work through it, peeling back all of the layers and getting down to what is really the root of the problem between these two people. And they start feeling more confident, and you see some self-esteem building, and you see people who initially might have started feeling very uncomfortable and unsure of what they want to say, suddenly speaking their mind and feeling empowered, like they have a voice and their voice is important and their viewpoint is important.
It's empowering that they actually got it out and somebody actually understands.
I didn't see how you were unable to communicate with me. I guess I just didn't.
At times as people we hear what we want to hear. But as a mediator, I learned I had to hear what they were actually saying and listen for what their needs was, what they were not saying as well. I hear you. I'm not putting words in your mouth. I'm not adding. I'm not subtracting. I'm validating what you're saying, because people need to be validated. And that was a turning point in my life.
We're really trying to affect culture change so that everyone knows that conflict's inevitable. We're human beings. We're going to come in conflict for each other. But when you create a culture that has conflict intervention processes in it, people know how to use them and access it. Community mediation centers are uniquely positioned to help with conflict intervention, primarily through mediation, conflict coaching, and other services. So I would recommend that to anyone, particularly a community mediation center that's interested in setting up a program, or really any community-based grassroots efforts that's really looking to how do we help serve the population of people who are in prison because they're part of the community as well.